What does a Burrow contract look like? Give it to me, or Herbert. Yeah. Do we got percentage of the cap? Can you do something like that? What do you got for me here, Jeremy?
Well, it's funny. You can't do that. Well, I guess you could, yes, but I know the league back in the CBA negotiations before, they were hoping for like a separate salary cap for like the top paid player. I think they'd still like that to get done maybe in 2030 when they negotiate again, for this very reason, because the salaries are crazy. So the Bengals have gotten the ball rolling on talks. I believe they probably made some sort of preliminary offer. They are committed to doing it and made that clear. But, I don't sense they're close at all because of the dynamics of something like this. Like I just think it's going to take some time to get to where he's probably going to have to be the highest paid player in the league. I don't think there's much doubt about that unless he's just willing to be the team player and take a haircut on it. But I think from what I sense, the number of years will be an issue they got to hash out. The Bengals would like to do a longer contract, maybe not Mahomes long, like 10 years, but they'd like to be able to stretch this out and do a longer deal. Would Burrow go for that? I think right now they're probably in a deal that's too long, where he probably wants something more reasonable. So those are things they have to hash out. And really Burrow, talking to other teams, they think Burrow could wait on Herbert in L.A. Like if Herbert can get his deal done first, then Burrow can just say, okay, well, that's the benchmark and give me a little bit more than that, and then we'll all be happy.
All right. You can't, and I love it. Of course, you talk to other teams. You've mentioned that many times, so I guess I'm mandated to sneak one more in here. Talking to other teams, what's the one team we're not talking about enough this year? What do you got
as far as the quality of team?
Yes, sir. Who are we not talking about enough that others are saying, look out for this one? Sleeper. What do you got for me? Jeremy Fowler.
Picking sleeper. Hold on. I always have a Google list of NFL teams just so I can sift through it. Let's see.
Here you go. Dolphins. Why?
Dolphins.
Why is that?
They won 9 games with like a gazillion different quarterbacks last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, by the way, they had Jalen Ramsey, linebacker David Long, and Vic Fangio. So there's a sense that they could win that division, even though Buffalo's got all the hype and wins 12 games a year and all that. And hey, the Jets, look at the Jets are back. But, the Dolphins, they might be the best team in that division. Pittsburgh.
Nobody's talking about them. Pittsburgh? What are people saying about Pittsburgh? Just that
nobody's talking about Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah. The defense is going to be good, and they got weapons. If Kenny Pickett can just sort of manage it and keep playing well in the fourth quarter like he did.
What about an NFC team? Let's
see.
Anybody talking about the Rams? Anybody? They get healthy?
The Rams are actually really interesting because they have – somebody told me the other day they have 40 rookies on their 90-man roster, something like that. Like a crazy number of rookies. So it's clearly, at least on defense, a rebuild. But I was told, coming out of the offense in the OTAs, in minicamp, they feel like they're going to put up points. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Okay.
Stafford's healthy now. Kupp's healthy. And Jefferson's healthy. They got some young receivers they really like that nobody knows about. I don't know. They're in a weird spot, and they're kind of rebuilding. But I definitely don't think it's going to be a tank situation. I think they're going to put up points, and McVay likes that they got humbled a little bit. I sense that.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.